Lost in the Memorial Cup to the St. John's Sea Dogs, so he's a guy who's a player.
Toronto gets this game's first power play. Here's Olli Jokinen with his shot, and Carey Price kicked that aside as PK Subban's stick went flying in front of the net.
Good luck getting a suspension. You could do whatever you wanted. There's never any video evidence.
Back to 5-on-5 here as Pacioretty tries to clear the puck and can't. Leo Komarov with a shot through traffic, rattled off a leg in front of the net. In Columbus on Thursday, that doesn't happen very often.
They're really in sync, though, aren't they?
There's a steal. Dale Weise, drop pass. Manny Malhotra scores. Manny Malhotra's first of the season from Dale Weise, 1-0 Montreal.
This is a great setup by Weise. As a player, you got to make the quick decision on a turnover pass in the middle of the ice. Weise thinks he's in all alone, then loses the puck and gets pressure. But that little bump back, you saw the positioning by the goaltender Bernier. Just stayed out high, a quick wrister
early on 2 weeks ago against Toronto. Here's Brandon Cross, centering pass, went off the leg. Jacob Delarose in front of the net, and so is Lars Eller. He had time to autograph that puck before he shot it in, and somehow Jonathan Bernier kept it out. Phil Kessel back the other way on his off wing, stops and shoots, blocked. Another shot, and Carey Price is equal to the task. Beaulieu gave the puck away. Lupul in front, and recovery there was Smith-Pelly, who dropped back, but the Leafs have the puck. Polak, Panik with his shot. That's stopped by Price, and the Canadians have spent a lot of time in the last few shifts since the goal of the chance. Lots of open ice early on in the game. Olli Jokinen looks for a trailer, finds David Booth. Back to Jokinen, his shot stopped by Price, and he found the rebound and smothered it. Price is gone for the extra attacker on a delayed penalty call against Dion Phaneuf. Markov up the middle. Plekanec shoots, he scores! With the extra attacker, Thomas Plekanec beats Jonathan Bernier, 2-0 Montreal.
You know, so often when you have a delayed penalty, the team that took the penalty stops playing. And here's a good hard forecheck that it's Holzer's stick that gets in and gets underneath and knocks his man down. But what a pass here. We've talked about Markov and his abilities. There's a perfectly threaded pass. 3 inches of his shaft of your stick to make that save. So bait the shooter.
Here's Morgan Riley off the faceoff, takes the shot, and Price stopped him. There was some loose change, but that was cleared away.
Month about 1.47. And on Saturdays, good news for the Leafs, got a 1.48.
And there he is again with another save as he tracked the puck across and stopped a James Van Riemsdyk. In his feet, couldn't hold the line, so he'll play the puck back to Carey Price. Up the middle, give it away, Richard Panik for Lupul. What a great play by Tom Gilbert. Just saved a goal. Bailed out Carey Price, who's bailed out more than his share of Canadians. In deep, Gardner read that, so he jumped up and got to the puck. Booth is tied up by Patterin. Beaulieu up the boards. Robitaille patiently waited, took a shot that bounced a couple of times, and Price got it. Stayed with it, now covers it up.
Through the regular season.
Here's PK. Good cross-ice pass. Plekanec. Markov. PK fires. Great save by Bernier. The rebound. Shot off Bernier as well by Galchenyuk.
Well, if he doesn't score, there's a good chance you're getting a rebound and someone else in front's going to score.
Here's Pacioretty with a quick shot. Now he lets it go in a hurry with no wind-up at all, and Bernier was equal to the task of making that save. Jake Gardner, rink-wide pass, just got through to Nazem Kadri to the net, tipped wide by Olli Jokinen. Out with Lupul and Panik, and Carey Price stops the play. First period goals by Manny Malhotra, his first in Montreal, and Thomas Plekanec's 19th of the season. Here's Richard Panik trying to pull away to the net. One hand on his stick by the time he got to the goal, an easy save for Price. Across the ice, Kessel lost it in his feet, and he's checked by Subban. Bozak from center. Kessel will try the other side. Markov's got a line on him. There's the shot that Price handles easily. Watched by Malhotra. Lupul's in the slot, the pass to Kadri, couldn't handle it, and now he's in a foot race, and Eller's got a step on him. Flies by him, short-handed! Stopped by Jonathan Bernier. Hammered by Plekanec around the boards and down the ice, and good opportunity for the Canadiens management to have a look at Greg Pateryn in a penalty-killing situation. Pacioretty stole the puck, and the Canadiens are picking up their game short-handed here.
That's one shot and 3 power plays for Toronto, though that is not good enough. You're going to beat Carey Price.
Here's Phaneuf. Brandon Kozun back to him, kicked out by Price, and look at him slide across as the puck goes into the corner off the stick of Peter Holland.
Your structure in your game, don't worry. You've got Carey to rely on, and here we go, the athleticism and big goaltenders, you love it. You know, Pekka Rinne, same thing, big guy, lots of reflex, very athletic. Carey Price follows suit. Yes, the Leafs have made a trade.
There's Tyler Bozak trying to get the puck in the attacking zone here. Phil Kessel has it, centering. Van Riemsdyk is stopped by Price, and he cleared the puck himself. Not content to stop the play, he just batted it away. When he's been in it seems tonight playing the puck. When he's been in it, doesn't look like the Leafs are ever going to score.
And how about the communication between he and the defense?
David Booth with a shot, another one by Leo Komarov, and 2 more saves for Carey Price. Up and sends the puck up the boards for Brandon Prust. Galchenyuk at center. He's got Plekanec with him. Got by the check of Riley. Cuts in front. Stopped by Jonathan Bernier.
Defense that are learning their ropes. PK Subban, you see him in the back of your screen. A year ago, he'd be leading this rush. There he recognizes, we don't really have numbers. I'm not going to waste a lot of energy on a rush that's not going to get me really much of anything other than a one-on-one where skill beats will and a chance is created.
Up the boards, Pacioretty with an intercept, takes the shot, Bernier the save, can't find the puck. Gallagher's digging for it, they score! David Desharnais. Montreal.
Yeah, lots of talk for Bernier. Felt he got pushed by Gallagher, but you mentioned his name, the diminutive forward. He starts this. He doesn't allow Lupul to get access to the blue line. They go bumping back, and it's happened a few times. Some errant passes. There's a pass that goes astray, and now it's trouble in front. But watch the stick of Gallagher. Pushes Bernier away, and on the doorstep with Desharnais. And boy, a player who needs a break. That's his first goal in 9. Glenn Healy, is that goalie interference?
It absolutely is. It's right in front of me, and Bernier has the puck. We've seen this through the week. When you think about Lennon this week, how did they miss that call? You tell me that that's not goalie.
Canadians come up with the puck here, and they'll start up. Manny Malhotra's pass. Dale Weiss finally gets control, had a shot blocked, and another shot, this time steered out of the park by Jonathan Bernier.
The game, it's got the integrity of the game. You're feigning a hit, then you're going to get fined for embellishment.
There's a steal, Brandon Prust. Look at Polak skate back at him. Prust with a shot. Bernier got a little piece of it. It was Bozak, a centering pass off the side of the net. Brandon Prust shoveled the puck back to the defense, but Bozak intercepted. Here's Corbinian Holzer with a shot, and that's gobbled up by Carey Price. Van Riemsdyk, that had to happen a little quicker. Lars Eller down the left wing. Galchenyuk is with him. Gets the puck to the front of the net. Backhander by Gonchar wide of the net. Oh, to be a right-handed shot there, and a penalty coming up on the play. Markov, Subban on the other side. Turns to the net and decides not to shoot. Turned away from Komarov. Markov. Pacioretty moves in, shoots. He's stopped by Bernier. There's a rebound. In a battle with it right now. Gonchar helps him out. Galchenyuk on the other side, into the middle. Eller's shot, stopped by Bernier, and he's got the rebound too. And another great chance for Lars Eller to bump a 10-game goal-scoring slump, but Bernier denied it.
How about the hands of Alex Galchenyuk, though? In the second period, he brought the crowd to its feet with a nifty one-on-one play, and here a little stop-and-go back to the inside and the quick release. 5-hole would look like where Eller was trying to go. Bernier able to get across.
Dion Phaneuf is back on. 5-on-5 again. Morgan Riley Goes wide, had a look around, fed it in front. Cozen stopped by Price. What's new? A giveaway. Bozak with a shot off the skate of Gilbert in front of the net. Gallagher gets the puck to center. Pacioretty against Polak. Passes off. David Desharnais scores. Is that going to end Carey's chance of scoring an empty net goal?
Oh yeah, ole, it's over now.
We've mentioned all night about the chemistry of this Montreal team and how the players seem to care for each other. They play for each other. Here's another great example. No selfishness here. Just make the right play. Gallagher just chips it out. And Desharnais joining the play. Pacioretty knew he was